for Playaz. I got first place and I won these cool starter decks, so expect these on our channel. Super hype, like, but before I show you guys this in another video, I gotta show you what got me this. And it was this deck right here, man. Bring it in close. Bulma. You guys saw the battle with me and Laache. You know, I was literally getting my hands wet onto the deck, so I kind of like messed up a little bit, but I modified the deck to its purest form, and I actually got first place. I played a bunch of good decks out here, and believe it or not, Bulma is a really powerful character. She has a permanent skill that makes all yellow or red Saiyan cards and Earthling cards block her, which is super good to protect her because she's only 5,000. And on top of that, an activate main that you get to draw one card just like that, so you're going to be drawing with her non-stop, and an awakening ability of restanding 2 energies when your life is at 4 or less, which is super clutch to do, you know, very explosive plays. And then you awaken 2 Bulma familial bonds. Beautiful card right here. I wish it was hollow, but same ability, permanent. Saiyans and Earthlings that are red and yellow are blockers, all of them automatically. That's so freaking good. And on top of that, an activate main that's now pretty much leveled up. Instead of drawing 1, you draw 2 each time, which gives you a fat hand, like you got racks in your hand. That's how fat it is. That's Bulma the leader. Alright, so what I ran in the deck, I ran 2 Planet M2s. This card right here, since our leader's only 5,000, it allows Bulma to actually cause some pressure because this card minuses 5k to anything on the field, including the leader, and reduces it by 5k, allowing you to actually pressure your leader, your opponent's leader on Awaken. Very, very, very useful. Clutch. And then we need a Son Gohan Adolescent. The reason I'm running this guy is because he has burst 3, meaning he puts 3 cards from the top of your deck in the drop area, and he gains 5k and critical, meaning you can just keep the critical action going, forcing your opponent to combo out or lose a life to the drop area. Very, very useful, especially because it's a Gohan Adolescent and you need this guy in the drop in order to do the God play, which I'll show you after. So we're running 3 of those, and then Denial of Hope. You gotta deny people's hope with the Denial of Hope. What it does is whenever they play a battle card that's 20k power or less, for 2 energies, you counter them and that card goes straight to the drop zone instead of being played. Very, very useful card. It's so good to stop Broly players, stop baby players, stop anything that pretty much is a chain. It just completely stops it, so this card's so good. 2 of those, and then 1 black card in here. Remote Serious Bomb. The reason I added this card is because this deck does suffer from removal. So because of that, this card forces your opponent to remove 1 of their battle cards and send it to the warp for just 1 energy. And ideally, it's super good for those decks like Baby, where they bring out 1 big, very heavy battle card, or Broly, where they bring out 1 big Broly. For those type of decks, this card just removes it. Only 1 because you draw like a maniac with your leader. So only 1 of these. Then we have Super Saiyan 3 Goku, one of my favorite cards in the deck. What this card does is it comes out for free 99, if you reduce a battle card power by just reducing it by any amount. So M2 consistently will bring Super Saiyan Goku out, and now he is considered also a blocker that's 15k because our leader makes them into blockers. Very clutch. 3 of those. Beautiful. And then Flying Nimbus. Flying Nimbus, why do I have to say anything else? Use 1 yellow energy, you drop a yellow card, your opponent cannot make any more attack with battle cards, only 1 more, and this completely stops your opponent, and you know, allows you to like build up enough energy to do 1 final play. So then I added, you know, Goten. This is a Goten BR, so in our video with Laache, I actually put this card in the deck with the Super Saiyan God effect, which you cannot do because he is Son Goten BR, so that was my mistake right there. But it's a 10k combo that's a Saiyan that you could also add to your hand with another card in here. Very, very useful 10k boost draw. So we're running 4 of those. Then we have an actual Goten that's not BR, the real Goten that you want in the drop area. He's just a 5k revenge 1 drop, meaning if your opponent attacks, he is considered a blocker because of our Bulma. You block and it's a revenge, meaning the attacking battle card will get KO'd. We're running 3 of these. Very useful. We're running 3 of, you know, all the beast cards, and then this one I only have 2. And this is a very clutch play. What you do is you play for 1 energy. She becomes a blocker because of Bulma. And on top of that, if your leader is Bulma, which our leader is, you get to put 1 Earthling or Saiyan battle card back into the deck and add a 3 cost or less yellow or red Saiyan back to your hand. So this allows you to bring back any of the Saiyans, including the super combo. So this card is clutch, only 2 because you want to use it mid-game or late game. So we have 2 of those. Then one of my favorite negates in the game for Bulma is this one. Not only is she a counter, you stop the attack, you negate the attack. When she comes out onto the field, she becomes a blocker, so you have a negate and a block, pretty much stopping 2 attacks with just 1 energy. Low-key, one of my favorite cards in the deck. We're running 3 of those. Then we have Trunks Youth, right? Trunks. 1 energy, you draw a card. This is that new card that stops your opponent from restanding energy during their turn because they have to work 5. If they don't have 5 in the drop, they're not going to be able to use those energy recovery cards. So we're running 3 of these. Allows you to draw, becomes a blocker. Then, the point of the deck, guys, we got Bulma right there. We're running 4 of these. You got to have 4 of these. Bulma, 1 energy, you draw a card. She becomes a blocker because she is an Earthling and activate main. 1 energy, you get to bring back a 1-drop Saiyan battle card from the drop area onto the field. Its skill is negated just for the turn, and you have to burst 2, pretty much put 2 cards from the top of your deck in the drop area. Very useful, and she's a block, and you want to use her as a block ideally, so when she dies you bring out this beast right here. So when Bulma dies, you know, in like in the anime, Bulma gets slapped by Beerus, Vegeta gets triggered. Well, we got a triggered Vegeta. You bring them out for free. You can only bring 1 of these out per turn, so you guys gotta make sure you only bring out 1 per turn. He is a double strike and, you know, a 20k blocker because our leader Bulma makes him a blocker. Very useful, super cheap 20k double strike. We're adding 2 of those, and then the whole point of the deck, guys. This is the God. This is Son Goku going to the path of godness. So activate main. You get to place this card in the drop. You get 1 Vegeta, 1 Trunks Youth, 1 Videl, 1 of these Gohan Adolescents, and I'm missing 1 more. What's that other card? It's Trunks, Videl, Son Goten, Gohan. It's just these guys, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's Son Gohan Adolescent, Son Goten, Vegeta, Trunks Youth, and Videl. So yeah, you just get these guys, put them back into the drop area, and then this guy goes to the drop, and you get to search your deck for the God. Now, Goku has came out. This guy is crazy. He has Offering, which is a new keyword skill that means when he comes out onto the field, your opponent either crits a life, puts a card in their life to the drop area, or you draw 2 cards. Very useful to give you a fat hand, or your opponent's gonna lose a crit, and he's also crit. And if you played him off of this guy's skill, he is a dual attack, double strike, 20k crit that draws you 2 or crits a life. Beast. We're running 3 of these. And then we have the Whis right here, dual color energy. Very useful, just like in the movie. It's very themed to the movie. This guy is just an energy. If you have another dual color energy, he comes out in active mode. And then we have to have added Beerus in here because, you know, it's not a Bulma deck without Beerus, the one that slaps Bulma. So this one, 1 yellow, 1 red in the combo zone. A rival for 1 red and 1 yellow energy. Comes out onto the field. He has 2 abilities. 1 ability, pop a 30k or less. Another ability, put something that's in rest mode and lock it until it's your main phase yet again. Very, very useful to blow up an attacking card. This is the new explosive Kid Goku engine that I run. 2 of those. And then we have Scientist Fu, because, you know, Overwhelm, you have a fat drop. What this guy does is your opponent cannot use skills unless they warp 1 card from their hand, and he's a triple attack, 25k, pretty much pressure. And if you swarm the field with a bunch of battle cards, this guy's just gonna finish the job. Very useful. And finish it off with the secret rare that actually got me a game. It actually got me 2 games. because this card minuses 30k to your opponent's leader card unless they lose 3 lives. If they do not lose 3 lives, minus 30k and their leader goes to negative, which is insane that I just found out. And he has offering upon play, meaning you draw 2 or your opponent crits a life also. This is the Bulma deck that got me the B starter deck, so expect these on our channel very, very soon, and play Bulma. She's freaking amazing. And like we always say, subscribe, like, hit that like button right now, and stay super.